Hey everyone, good morning. Dennis K here with Belize Real Estate. It is Tuesday. I think it's December 8th today. Hope everyone is doing well. And today I want to answer a question from viewers. This one is from Mike and Cindy. They say, Dennis, you seem to talk about real estate investing a lot. Do you believe that Belize real estate is the best investment? That's a great question. I'll tell you, Steph and I have done very well in Belize real estate. Several of my clients have done also, but that doesn't mean that I think it's necessarily the best investment. A lot of it depends on where you're at in life, how much capital you have to invest, and what other parts of your life might need more attention rather than buying some Belize real estate, and kind of like getting those areas fixed first in order to have the time and energy and funds to invest in Belize real estate. And so in this video, I just want to talk a little bit about different investing strategies and things that I think about when it comes to investing time and money and effort into something, and then what I hope to get in return, right? The return on investment, the ROI. So first of all, let me do a share screen with you. I think, first of all, for some of you, and I think for all of us really, is our first investment should be in ourselves. And this isn't just time and effort, but this is also money. We should take some money, set it aside, and invest it in ourselves so that we can perform at our best, so that we are able to generate the capital and time and energy needed to pursue investing in real estate. And maybe that's even in Belize. So, for example, here's some of the things that I've done, and I continue to do. So let me just go to this page here. So each year, that I'm in the US. I go back to visit family and friends or to attend business conferences and whatnot. So I go to a company. Actually, I get my blood drawn at any of the blood draw labs, but I run it through a company called Wellness FX. Now, Wellness FX is an incredible company. I really like them. They're not cheap, but what they do is they have different blood testing packages. So you have your baseline, performance, premium, and custom. Now, I normally get the premium each year because I find it's the biggest bang for the buck, and I really want to know what's going on inside the operating software, so to speak. Like I see what's happening on the outside of my body, but what's really going on inside. And it's just under $1,000. But look at all what it covers: complete advanced cholesterol test, including omega-3 fatty acids. How do you know if you're deficient in omega-3s unless you get tested, right? A lot of you guys are out there spending money on supplements that may or not be working. Liver and kidney health. This is very important. So I get my creatine levels checked, my total protein levels checked, performance hormones, free testosterone, testosterone, others. Now, this is really important because think about it. If you are deficient, first of all, if you're an entrepreneur or a business owner or a peak performer and you are amassing capital in order to invest in real estate, then you have to show up each and every day at your best. Wouldn't you agree? All right. So again, I have nothing to do with this company. I am not affiliated at all. I'm not getting a kickback from these guys, but I do get my blood tested every year using this company. My metabolic hormones, how much cortisol, insulin, and growth hormone is in my body, thyroid. My father had thyroid cancer, so I'm always watching my thyroid, making sure all my levels are fine. Inflammation markers, right? All these things I get tested on an annual basis. Why? Because if I'm deficient or seriously lacking in one of these things, it's going to show up in how I perform, right? It's going to show up in how I deal with my clients as I get on the Zoom calls, as I research property. You know, if I wake up and I'm lethargic and tired, and it's something as simple as, you know, I'm lacking in one of these key nutrients, or my testosterone levels are off. You know, why is it? Let's figure it out. You know, so the reason I get it tested is because I want to show up my best, and I think it should be the same for you guys. So my advice to you is, first of all, start by setting a little bit of money aside and investing in your own health and fitness. Now, another company that I found to be very, very helpful for both Steph and I is this company called Immunolabs. Now, what they do is they do food sensitivity testing, not not necessarily that you are allergic to something, because if you're allergic to a certain food like shellfish or gluten or wheat, that you probably know, you probably have a visible bad reaction. But there are a lot of foods that you could be sensitive to, and after you eat them, you just don't feel quite right. There's something wrong, and that could be even imperceptible. So Steph and I have our blood tested at this company, and they test for, oh man, I forgot how what the number is now, hundreds of different foods. and everything to like black pepper and garlic and just all kinds of stuff. Apples, even foods that you think are healthy for you, like kale and all these other things that you eat because you think they're healthy, you could actually be allergic to them. One-time test, repeated every couple years, is a great way to make sure that what you're putting into your body is actually being used properly and that you're feeling your best. And again, I have absolutely no affiliation with this company. I just think they are a great company to work with if you want to maximize your performance. All right, so that's what I would do first. All right, okay, so get your health and fitness under control so that you can perform at your best. So that whether in your business or your job or as you're making investments, you have the time and energy to devote to them. Because here's the thing, guys, once you start to develop the mind of an investor, your whole world changes. You look at things different, and you need to look with clarity of mind and not based on emotion. You can make a really bad decision just because you're in a bad mood one day because you didn't sleep good last night. Why didn't you sleep good last night? Well, because you weren't taking care of yourself, right? So maybe you passed up on what could have been a really good real estate investment because you weren't feeling good, right? So you let it go. One day became three, became a week, and all of a sudden that deal's gone, right? Or the thing is, you wake up, you're feeling great, you make a rash decision on buying something that you didn't really research. Why didn't you research it? Because you just didn't have the bandwidth. You just felt good at it. You went with your gut. You bought it. You know what? You could have done better. So take care of yourself. Take care of your health. Next thing you need to do is move on to this. Fix whatever it is that needs fixing with your home environment, with your life. Spend some money to fix what's not working well. Why? Because it opens up the bandwidth, right? So, for example, in my little office right here, it's very simple. This is my living room, unedited. It's not fancy. Got some pictures on the wall of our travels, got some flowers, some plants here, but I like it. It's got a lot of natural light. I feel good about working here. And when something's not working right, spend some money to fix it. Steph got me this light, this uh, sunlight mimicking light that I use every morning because now it's getting darker here. Obviously, I'm in France. I'm not in Belize right now. So you got to spend a little bit of money. Why? Because you create the surroundings that are conducive to personal and financial growth. So fix those things that aren't working. If it's your diet, if you're eating junk food and that's affecting how you feel, spend some money, buy higher quality food, buy better food, get yourself some supplements based on your testing, and then you find yourself starting to generate more in terms of life, in terms of finances, in terms of bandwidth. And then with that new mindset, you are able to better take advantage of opportunities, right? And some of those opportunities, to me at least, are involving Belize real estate. So for example, a deal comes across my desk. I get a call from my team on the island. They say, Dennis, we got these three properties. Here's how much they're asking for them. So I look them up, but I got the mental bandwidth to sit down. Okay, well, look at my cash accounts. How much do I have in my cash accounts? How much money is coming into my closings? How much money is coming into my mortgages? And should I take advantage of these myself? Should I put in my own portfolio? Or are these deals good enough that I should pass them on to my clients? If so, who are those clients? Are they clients that want to invest with their self-directed IRA? All right, so who are they? How much money do they have to invest? Could they partner with somebody? Are they clients looking for land holdings or flips or Airbnb type holdings or condos or homes or islands? So then you got to look at all those things and decide, okay, which ones are good for which of my clients? And also importantly is, hey, Dennis, here's a listing. Yeah, that's way overpriced. It's not in a good area. It's never going to be in a good area. Pass on this. Don't even think about it. All right. So, and that comes with experience. But here's the thing too, regarding Belize real estate, a lot of you guys are asking me about different ways to invest in Belize. Well, you already know, if you've watched my videos, that I am a big fan of buying property. It can be vacant land, it can be a condo or a home in an upcoming area. Try to get a good deal on it. All right. Make sure it's in the path of progress. That path of progress could mean that it doesn't have power yet, but it will have power and electricity run to it in the future. Or it doesn't have road access yet, but we see that roads are in the general proximity of this area and roads should be there in the future. Or what could make something in the path of progress means that someone or a group of investors have purchased properties around there, and they plan to go vertical in the next 12 to 24 months. Now, what does that do to an area? Well, it takes an area that right now looks kind of dead. Like if you showed up on the island and you walk these areas, you might think, man, there's nothing here. Like there's nothing around. Well, what you might not realize is that several properties have been purchased. Things are going vertical in the next 12 months. Come back a year from now, there's going to be Airbnbs, bed and breakfasts, little businesses, cafes, restaurants, other commercial things going in. What do you think that does to an area? Prices next year, 12 months from now, are going to be drastically higher. Why? Because the development took place. Now, many of you may not know what those developments are unless you're privy to the information. And it's not like insider trading. It's not like we're doing something illegal. It's just that when you're in the business, like I am, you take a look at a property, not based on what it looks like right now, not based on, you know what, that's an ugly property. There's nothing beautiful about that. But you make your decision based on where it is. Is it going to be a desirable area? Can I get a good deal on it? I tell you what, right now, there is a lot of properties now at Secret Beach that are starting to be priced above market value. Why? Because people think, they got dollar signs in their eyes. Think, I'm going to cash in, right? You know what? Here's my advice to all sellers and buyers, and myself included. On every deal, I want to leave some meat on the bone, right? I want to leave some appreciation there, some equity there. I really want to make this a win-win for everyone. The seller always wants to get top dollar. I have very little respect for seller that just wants to squeeze every last dime out of a property. Like, come on, you know what? I feel good about the deal, right? When I go to sell something, I don't squeeze and wait and just, every dime out of the deal. I like feeling like my buyer, they got a good deal. And if they want to sell in the future, I'm going to be the guy to sell it for them because I know I can sell it because we're still going to be able to make the spread, do the bump, and the next buyer is going to get a good deal, but everyone's going to make a little bit of money, right? And so that's my philosophy. Don't try to make all the money on one single deal because then, I don't know, just it's you're going to be difficult to work with. Number one, I mean, for me as a broker, as an agent. So the easier you are to work with as a seller. So you know what, Dennis, I know I wanted 65 for this property, but you know what? I can make 60 and still make some good money. I can sell it for 60. I'll do okay. Let's sell it for 60. You know what? Let's go on to the next deal. Instead of just doing one deal, let's do 3, 4, or 5 deals this year. Let's over the next 5 years do 10 or 20 deals. That's what I'm interested in. And I want to do 10 or 20 deals too, where I can look my buyers in the eye and tell my buyers, you know what? You got a great deal. In fact, have you been watching some of these videos that I've been posting where I interview different clients? You see that they're absolutely thrilled with the deals they get. And I love that. And it's good for everything, man. It's good for the island. One of my buyers gets a good deal on a piece of vacant land. They're gonna be more open to working with the builder, getting the exact house they want. Maybe they're gonna be able to afford just a little bit more of a home than they would have been able to afford if they didn't get a good deal. So maybe instead of having the porch on one side, they're able to do a wraparound porch and just get some amazing views all the way around, or whatever the case might be, right? So I like being involved in good deals. And Steph and I make a little bit of money. All right, we take care of ourselves, our charities, and then we live how we want to live. It's a good life. So here's the thing for you guys. One more thing when you're looking at real estate is there's a lot of talk out there about passive income. All right. So let me just show you the definition of the word passive on dictionary.com. All right. So passive income means not participating readily or actively, or inactive. All right. Not involving visible reaction or active participation. All right. So this word, is become so overused in today's society. Everybody's looking for that magical passive income. I Googled businesses. What businesses could I start that give me passive income? And here are some that just came up on Google. Make YouTube videos. Well, all right. Well, you have to first of all make a really good YouTube video and keep making them to rank high in the algorithms, and then get people to view them, and then get advertisers to advertise. So yeah, maybe once you have some videos up, you could get some passive income for a few weeks or a few months, but eventually they're going to die off. and you're not going to get any more passive income from them. It's going to take more activity on your part. Same thing with affiliate marketing. That is a job in itself. Constantly looking for the deals, negotiating, finding out ways to get your ads in front of people. The algorithms on Facebook and Instagram and everything else constantly changes. It's a full-time job to promote your product, to get some passive income. Write an ebook, cashback rewards on credit cards. I don't know if that really qualifies for passive income. Sell your own products on the internet. All right, guys, this is not passive income, right? And so for some of you looking at the rental market, all right, you might have been, I don't say brainwashed, that's the wrong term, but you might have been influenced by several guys in the United States or Canada, property investors that promote this idea of, oh, you know what, just do this syndication, you put your money in, it's passive, or buy this apartment building, it's passive. Everything you invest in comes with a cost. It takes up a part of your brain, right? It takes up a part of your day because you're thinking about it, whether or not you're actively investing in it, right? Whether or not you're actually sitting down, spending an hour doing the work. Everything that you invest in takes up some bandwidth, right? And that bandwidth reduces your ability to focus sometimes. So what I recommend always is, you guys, when you get started in real estate, keep it simple, man. Just keep it super, super simple. Little piece of land somewhere, right? Up and coming area, that's it. You want to build a house on it when you're ready, put it in Airbnb, all right. But then become an expert in Airbnb. Read the top 4 or 5 books on how to run a successful Airbnb. Read those, figure out what it takes, and then you still might want to hire that out, a portion of that out, your check-in, check-outs, your cleaning, maybe even your bookings, right? It just depends on what you want to do. Do you want a job? Because some of you are looking for jobs, right? You want something to fill a void. So maybe you have an extra hour a day, 2 hours a day. So you know what? I want to do my own work. This is going to be fun. I'm not doing this for the income so much. I want to do this because of the return it gives me. Maybe I'm going to learn something through this. For example, you run your own Airbnb in Belize for 1 or 2 or 3 years. You're going to learn so much, not just about the rental market and the return, but you're going to learn a lot about people. And if you've never been in a people business before, you're going to learn a lot about what a person is looking for as far as their return on investment when they rent your Airbnb for the week, right? So what are they looking for? What is their personalities like? And you're going to learn so much about people, their expectations, how to service different clients, how to make sure they have a great experience. And you do that for a couple of years, then you can move on and build something else. Maybe you add 2 or 3 more cabanas to another property, the same property. But as you learn and grow, you're going to make some money, sure. But then remember, convert that money, take that money that you've made, and then use it in your life to better your life and the life of your loved ones and friends and family, and to have enriching experiences and things like that. All right. So to answer your question, Mike and Cindy, do you believe Belize Real Estate is the best investment? No, I don't. I believe the first investment you should make is in yourself, right? So get your health and body fixed, get your surroundings fixed. Why? Open up the bandwidth, all right? Learn some skills, attend some events, right? So hire a mentor. It's a simple thing for me. Buy me a couple cups of coffee. The deal by now. Buy me a couple Starbucks. Go to my page for 10 or 15 bucks. Get me on a call for an hour. I mean, I will spend an entire hour or more with you for a cup of coffees. I have a cheap date. See what you can learn. Ask me a bunch of questions. And if you want to move on from me to use others as your mentor, fine, go ahead. But just learn. Put some money and time into yourself, and with that, you're going to be able to build a bigger portfolio of capital so that you can invest. At the same time, hey, look, if there's a small property in Belize that I can help you with, say at the same time as you're pursuing these other things, you want to buy a little property or Secret Beach or north of Secret Beach or wherever it is in the island, if you want to make that a very simple first investment, get your first investment. Why? Because the first one, even though it's small, is going to take you in that direction, and you're going to now start putting money and time into that investment. And what I don't mean by that is just the down payment and monthly payments, right? What I mean is you've now put your attention into the market. So you're going to pay attention to the Belize market. You're going to read the Belize tourism reports. You're going to look at news coming out of Belize. You're now going to start to compare properties in Belize and rent returns in Belize with other opportunities you might have. And you're going to start to see now, should I make this more of a full-time move? Should I look at Belize as far as something I should do full-time, keep it in its part-time place, relocate there, retire there, or just use it as a vacation home? But once you have an investment, you're going to be able to now move forward and make better decisions for you and your family. All right, guys, that's just my little video for today. If you appreciate this, subscribe at the link below. And again, if you want to jump on a Zoom call with me, just buy me coffee. That's all it takes. The link's below. Thanks a lot. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Post them in the comments below. Email me, and I'll be happy to get your questions answered and see how we can help you, if you want, to live the dream down in Belize real soon. Take care, guys.